There is more heartbreaking testimony happening today on Capitol Hill about what happened in both Uvalde, Texas, and Buffalo, New York. But get this, we talk about a lot on the show micro steps, right? Congress has passed some sweeping new gun control measures. Let me explain. Yesterday, the House of Representatives passed the Protecting Our Kids Act. So the bill includes this: raising the age to buy semi-automatic rifles from 18 to 21. It would also establish new federal offenses for gun trafficking and selling large capacity magazines. Again, that's ammo. Now, the bill passed largely by a party line vote. Most Democrats voted in support. Most Republicans voted against it. But here's the thing. The measure probably won't ever become law because guess what? We have to go to the Senate, remember? And they are not likely to vote or pass any of it. So does this even matter?
I would say it matters, but I mean, I look at this and I see another mistake by the people that really want gun reform and how they could have framed this. Instead of calling it Protecting Our Kids Act, which is just like, what did you, somebody text that to you on the way to the, I think, why didn't you call it like, you know, something alluding to those green tennis shoes? Where that image, where
the green Converse
the green
bill.
Converse, yeah, and so you have that image now. So now, if you're a senator and you're going to vote that down, you have that image in your head, and now that senator is not voting for some randomly named. It's like, no, you're voting against those green Converse that were worn by a little girl that's now dead. If they had learned how to frame these as a comedian on a talk show did in 4 seconds in the commercial break, maybe you guys could get something done, but we can't because nobody can do anything. So we have this gridlock where nothing happens ever.
But
so
I do think, though, honestly, so Americans, you guys love your guns, you love your firearms. It's like inbuilt in this country.
Gun crazy.
It's a gun-loving country, right? But I think that's why a lot of America needs time to process that there is probably going to be a change. Who knows what this change will be? But America needs time because most of America don't want to give up their guns. They don't want to lose their right to firearms. You know, it's part of your history, right?
But regulations are approved by many, 81% of the population.
I agree that, right? I completely agree. But I think, you know, it's going to take, you know, if someone said, you know, there's proof of aliens, right? There'll be mass hysteria. The world would go mad. We'll all start fighting, killing each other and saving ourselves from aliens. Same with Brexit in England, right? When we had the chance to leave the EU, we voted far too flippantly and we lost. I believe England lost, right? I think it was a huge, terrible mistake that will cost future generations terribly and impact their lives. I think maybe America needs time. I believe Americans have the right to bear arms, absolutely. I think there needs to be much higher restrictions and regulations. But I think that's the reason why things will go to the Senate, why things take so long, because general America needs time to process and work out how,
that's really interesting.
And work out how they're going to live with the changes to gun laws.
I feel you, but I wonder if parents would say we are straight.
That's a great point.
It is, but we're straight up out of time when you talk about a green Converse. We're out of time.
We are out of time. We are. I mean, I'm not even American. I don't have the right to vote. Do I carry a firearm? No, I don't, right? And I do think some of the laws are so outdated. When that law was passed, people didn't, there weren't armies, there weren't armed police officers.
Right.
It was you were defending your plot of land from someone who's trying to invade it or a bear that's coming to attack you. Does it need updating and modernising? Absolutely. But also it's part of the country. You can't just flip a light switch and hope after several shootings, some of which obviously were gang related, but not all school shootings. I'm just saying there are people that need to digest and it needs to come in a way that is okay for everybody and the law-abiding citizens that aren't going out and shooting people.
But the word amendment means you get to change it, right? It's not like we just get to have to sit there and wait and wait. The idea of the Constitution is that it's a moving, flexible, living document. And if we're having a preservation of life issue, a public health pandemic, we are straight out of time, in my opinion.
You know, but I feel what Steph is saying. I feel what you're saying. I know we got to go. We'll talk in the commercial break.
Okay, we will talk in the commercial break. That was excellent. Thank you for that debate.
I mean, that was a great point. I never thought about that.
Yes, Jeff, thank you. Don't speak so much.